said on that. I do want to share something. So this is a serious situation that I want to share with y'all regarding what Joe Biden just allowed, or just I don't know if any of y'all are aware of it, but we may have just entered, like, officially. I know we keep saying like, yo, we're already in WW3, but we may have like officially entered it. And yeah, I mean, y'all take a look. And y'all let me know what y'all think. But this brings about a lot of concern for me. Y'all tell me if it brings a lot of concern for y'all.
A big reversal. President Biden will now let Ukraine use long-range missiles supplied by the U.S. to hit inside Russia. Until now, the president had resisted this position, concerned it could escalate Russia's war in Ukraine into something even larger. Kelly O'Donnell is traveling with the president in Brazil. And Kelly, this move, coming as President Biden only has a couple months left in office, seems meant to send a message.
Exactly right, Hallie. Good evening. This is a notable shift in policy. Two U.S. officials tell NBC News the Biden administration is giving Ukraine the green light to use American-made long-range weapons for limited strikes inside Russia.
I got a question for all y'all that voted for Kamala Harris. Not trying to rub it in, but just have a serious question. It's clear to me at this point which administration is looking to continue this situation, escalate this situation between Ukraine and Russia, and which administration wants to find a resolution. Could you imagine if we had another 4 years of Democrats in office, what that would look like? I know. Well, but hold on. But my body, my choice. I know abortion is the only issue that anybody cares about. I know. But hear me out. Could you imagine what another 4 years would look like? Do we understand? And I think we can't appreciate it, especially my generation and maybe my parents' generation, because we have never felt the impact of war. We have never felt the impact of war. Not on a world stage, as far as my understanding is. You know, we've been involved in, obviously, wars, but not to this degree. You have Trump win. Zelensky comes out and Putin comes out and says that they're both open to talks about reaching a resolution. A week and a half later, President Biden is given the green light on long-range missiles to hit inside of Russia. How does that make y'all feel? And there's nothing wrong. And I want to be very clear. No matter who you voted for last week, it doesn't matter. Or 2 weeks ago now, what is it? 2 weeks? Who knows? No matter who you voted for, it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that you have to root for Trump to fail. It doesn't mean that you can't say, you know what? I get it. You know, I'm kind of, especially after the election, seeing what has happened, how a lot of these Democrats, liberal stations have responded. I get it. You do not have to be stuck on a side. This is not gang wars. We do not have to see the world this way. We do not have to be so limited in the scope that we're seeing what is happening right in front of our face. This is a problem. This should make anybody nervous, because now with the advanced technology that we have with the weaponry, we know that all it takes is a couple buttons being pressed here and there, and this is over. And what's so funny is, I remember when Donald Trump was running the first time, everybody said, would you trust Donald Trump to be the one that has access to the button of our nuclear? Y'all know what I'm saying. Everybody was saying that, right? But Donald Trump gets in office, no issues around the world, right? No big issues. Now what's happened? Now it seems like it's taken Trump to actually get back in office to resolve a lot of these things. Now, like I said, no matter who you voted for, you got to at least acknowledge this, right? Like, why is Biden doing this? I don't know. And even if he's doing it, it just shows a lack of strength from the U.S. You're going to allow Ukraine to use U.S. missiles. What type of message do you think this is sending? You're escalating a situation. And be clear, I'm not talking about whether Ukraine or Russia is right in this situation. That's not what I'm having the conversation about. What I'm saying is that when Big Brother comes in, or when an adult comes in the room, and they can't control the situation, then that's on them. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that the situation is on them, but that shows that they are too weak to actually impact and resolve the situation that is occurring. If two young kids, 10-year-olds are getting into it and they're fighting, and I walk into the room, I should be able to pull them apart and be able to resolve the issue. If not, then that shows a weakness on my end. And in my opinion, this shows a huge weakness with the U.S. that will not happen when Donald Trump gets in office. And hopefully Joe Biden and his administration don't do anything too crazy to put us in a hole to where Donald Trump can't get out of it, can't get us out of it. Let me be very clear. All right, let's keep going.
Until now, President Biden had restricted the use of American-made weapons to the Ukrainian battlefield to prevent a wider war. But the president is also alarmed by North Korea sending thousands of its own soldiers to help Russia. And given the sensitivity of this change and military operations, the White House and the Pentagon are not commenting publicly on this. Hallie?
And Kelly, this is almost certain to come up where you are in South America as the president heads to the last international summit of his presidency.
That is right, but President Biden became the first sitting president today to tour the Amazon rainforest here in Brazil, so making a little history before he joins the other leaders of the G20 summit, where they will be...
Hold up, Biden came down those stairs kind of smooth.
A little history before he joins the other leaders of the G20 summit, where they will be focused on the stability of relations with allies and the U.S., including support for Ukraine. That, of course, before President-elect Trump returns to office. Hallie?
Thanks for watching. Stay out.
Oh, man. A lot going on. All right, we're going to move right on to, we got a funny lefties losing it. Where's my girl Rita? All right, let me get my girl Rita pulled up. I love this lady, Rita. All right, let's, here we go. Here she is. All right.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and let's start, Lefties, with this dose of insanity.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.